I'm not just going to be giving you just super high level overviews. We're going to get down into the nitty gritty. I want you to be able to walk away from this webinar today and implement strategies to grow your business. So if you're down for implementing strategies to grow your business, and you're down for getting more clients and more at bats, give me a heck yes in the chat. So that way I know you are here, you're engaged, and we can really hit the ground running. All right. We ready? Let's do this. All right. Hey, Bobby, I see you there too. Make sure you guys have access to the chat here. Let me see what we've got here. Oh, cool. Thank you. Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's get off running. So we're going to start with crowdsourcing your business network. Now, one thing that I want to point out from a format standpoint is it's really important that you understand the basics of all of these strategies. So on every single one of these strategies, I'm going to have a slide just like this that's going to be able to quickly, easily tell us what platform that this strategy leverages, who the target audience for this particular strategy is, your ROI term. I want you to understand how soon you could expect to see return on the investment of time, and in some cases, money. I try to make sure that we've got a lot of free strategies because it's not all about spending money. It's about investing wisely, and investing time is a big part of that. And then obviously in some cases, there is some investment of money based on the selections, the options that you specifically choose. So the ROI term is the expectation of when you can really start to see some return on the strategy. And then I want you to understand the cost. Most of these strategies are going to have some free options, or they'll be completely free. I want to make sure that I bring that to you. But I also want you to understand when these strategies can have some cost. And again, some of that cost is going to be based on what selections or what options you choose while implementing these strategies. Now, some of you are going to ask, well, am I going to be able to get this recording later on? You will not have this sent out to you afterwards. However, I am going to be dropping this presentation into my private real estate agent Facebook group, which is the Powerhouse Real Estate Group. So I'm going to be dropping this in there. If you're not currently a member, at the end of the presentation day, I'm going to give you an opportunity to sign up for free, so that way you've got access to all of the tools, strategies, resources that I make available to agents. So crowdsourcing your network. Let's get into this really cool, simple strategy. Now, with any aspect of our business, we've got to start with making sure that we understand the concepts, and we've got to get preparation. This first line up here under preparation is so critical to understand. Your network is your net worth. The more people that you know in a people industry, the more business that you're going to do, the more referrals that you're going to get. Now, it's not just enough to have a big network. You've got to have the right people in your network as well. So leveraging your current network to grow your network is a phenomenal tool and an underutilized strategy to make sure that you're getting in front of the right people who can be phenomenal resources and referral sources for you. So this is the modern way to build your network. So for this particular strategy, getting started, we want to identify a couple, 2 to 3 real estate adjacent industries. And so what do I mean by real estate adjacent industries? So really that's industries that make great referral partners or real estate agents. Examples would be things like a CPA, financial advisor, a divorce or family attorney. These are 3 really simple, easy examples of real estate adjacent industries that commonly have clients that are in need of real estate transactions. And then after we identify a few different industries that we want to target, we want to select our mass communication method. So this strategy is a mass communication strategy. It takes very little time, takes very little energy, and it's essentially free to do this strategy, and it yields phenomenal results. So we want to select the mass communication method. We can absolutely do both, but email or social media are great mass communication methods in this case. One, other note that I'll make about your database is if you're using a CRM, that's your database, your customer relationship management system, that's your database. In this day and age, your social media is also your database. You're connecting with people. So if you're not leveraging social media to build your database, your social database, I would encourage you to take a step back, look at that, and figure out a strategy that works for you there. I can absolutely help out with that, but your social media is absolutely a database just like you would have in a CRM. So once we've identified these two, we need to craft our message. Again, this is a mass communication method. The concept behind this is we're utilizing our existing database to make connections in the industries, those real estate adjacent industries that we've identified. So we've got to be super dialed in. Crafting this message is how we're going to get engagement. So we've got to make sure that we've got a spot on message. So I've got a really simple, easy, but hyper effective message that gets amazing results and has phenomenal open rates. So we're emailing. Hi, Jimmy. I'm reaching out because I've got an urgent need and I really trust your opinion. I'm looking for a top-notch CPA for my clients. You have somebody that you love that you can share with me? If no one comes to mind, it's okay. Either way, I'm really glad that I reached out to you. I've been meaning to connect with you. I threw that in. Sean. Oh, hey, P.S. If you're in need of a CPA yourself, let me know, and I'd be happy to share the person that I find with you. Now, this is super simple, but it's effective because you're going to blast this out to your entire database. Now, this particular message is an email formatted message, and we're sending this out to your entire database. So that way we're looking for, in this case, I leverage CPA, right? We're looking for everyone in your database to tell us, hey, who do they love that they have as a CPA? Now, before we get into kind of the next steps and what we're expecting to get back on that, what if we're doing this on social media? What if we chose social media as our distribution of choice? Also, great effective, again, social is another database that you have, but it's going to sound a little bit different. So here's a quick example. Help, I need my Facebook family to make a connection happen for me. I'm looking for an awesome financial advisor. If you got someone you trust, please shoot me a DM with their contact information. I appreciate you so much. Yes, if you need a financial advisor, let me know and I'll share the information with you. So really quick, simple, obviously shorter than the email that we sent out. And what this results in is we get a healthy amount of responses from our database with industry contacts that they trust and they like. So what we're building is we're building a contact list, a call list. And that's exactly what we want. So let's say that we send this out to, say we've got a database of 1,500 people and we get 30 people reply. Not even a significant amount, right? Just 2%. We get 30 of our contacts to reply and they say, hey, Sean, I absolutely do have a CPA. I love our CPA. Here's his contact information. Perfect. That's what we want. Now, this does two things for us. In addition to the contact list that we're growing, some of our contacts are going to reach back out and say, hey, you know what, Sean? I've actually been meaning to find and hire a great CPA. Absolutely. I would love to find out who you come across so that way I can get that aspect of my finances taken care of. So we've got two valuable lists that we're creating. We're creating a list of contacts in an industry who could potentially be great referral partners for us. But we're also creating a list of potential or past clients for that industry that we can leverage as an incentive to get them to meet with us. Okay, and that's exactly what we want to do. So the next step in this strategy is to reach out to these contacts, these industry, real estate adjacent industry contacts, and set up a meeting. And it sounds a little something like this. Hey, John, my name's Sean. I'm calling because I got your number from Susie. I've been trying to find a CPA to refer to my clients, and Susie said that you were fantastic. I've got a few clients actively looking for a CPA. Would you be open to getting together to get to know each other? And I can see if you'd be a great fit to refer to my clients. They're going to respond. You just shut up and listen. And most likely it's going to be a positive response. You say, great, I have next Tuesday at 9, 11, or 2:30 available, which works best for you. Okay. So those clients that told us like, oh, actually, yes, we'd love to have the information that you get because we're looking for a CPA. Those are now opportunities for us to, dangle a carrot in front of the CPA in this example and get them to meet with us. And so all we're doing here is we're working on building our business referral network. We want to meet with CPAs, financial advisors, family law attorneys. Make sure, quick side note, pro tip, if you're asking for family law attorneys, do not send out an email asking for a divorce attorney, especially if you're married, might come across the wrong way. So let's make sure that we're not doing that. But those are 3 examples, but any other industry that you feel would make a fantastic referral source for you, you can leverage this strategy with. And so we're setting up meetings with these industry professionals. We're getting to know them. We're incentivizing them to meet with us because we have clients that are looking for somebody in their industry. And so we're dangling that carrot to incentivize the meeting. We're sitting down, getting to know them, and we're building that relationship. And so this is such a simple, easy strategy that works so effectively to build that network. Now, like any relationship, it's going to take time to nurture and for this to come to fruition with clientele coming back to you, referrals coming back to you. But this is a quick, easy way to spark those relationships in adjacent industries that are phenomenal referral partners. All right, so you got the meeting. You've got 5 meetings set up. What does that meeting look like? Now, I would hope that I don't have to walk you through step by step on how to have a meeting with somebody. You're in the people business. You're hopefully good with people. But I wanted to give you a quick framework here. So once you get that meeting, we in the industry like to refer to the term frog. You frog them. And all this stands for is, as you can see on the screen, we're talking about their family. We're talking about their recreation. What do they like to do in their free time? What makes them tick? What makes them, learn about them as a person, not just a business contact. Occupation, and not just, hey, tell me about your business. It's, hey, how did you get into the industry? What do you love about being a CPA? What keeps you coming back for more year in and year out? And then lastly, goals. What are their ambitions, whether it be business or personal? Find out about them. Again, we're in the relationship business. We want to build that relationship with them. You can see my pro tip there. Ask quality, open-ended questions. And you've got to have an intentional game plan going into this meeting. Okay. Now, I haven't been able to see a whole lot of, I don't know if you guys have access to the chat, but there's Q&A and then there's chat. So if you can, find the chat and leave something in the chat. Let me know that you guys have access to the chat because that's going to be the quickest, fastest way to communicate as long as you've got access to it. Let me see if there's anything that I need to do to make sure that you guys have access to that. So all of you should have access to the chat. We'll have to troubleshoot that if we can't get that. And I can see that you guys are putting comments in the Q&A. And that's fine. If that's what we got to use, then that's what we use. So this is the first strategy. So let me know in the Q&A or the chat, what do you think of this strategy? Is this already worth the price of admission? The free price of admission that you had today? Let me know how you like this strategy so far. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm excited. All right. And then we would not be able to talk about any strategy if we didn't also include the follow-up. The money is made in the follow-up. As with any prospective referral source, with any prospective client, having an incredible, strategic, intentional follow-up communication in place is so critical to nurture that relationship and turn it into a referral source. So you've got to design your communication process around the type of contacts that you're doing, the type of communication that you need to stay in touch with the prospect. And in this case, the prospect is a referral source and a new relationship. So as you can see, not all contacts are created equal. So you want to make sure that in your database, your CRM, that you have the ability to sift and sort, create tags, make sure that you can identify specific groups or referral sources, because every type of referral source or every type of contact may require a different type of communication. At the end of the day, marketing is really just about the right message to the right person at the right time. So if we're not sifting and sorting our database into contact groups where we can send the right message to the right person, then we're going to get a lot of opt-outs. We're going to get a lot of contacts that no longer follow our content because we're sending them in irrelevant messages for what they're looking for. And then lastly, pro tip down bottom, if you use automation, do not rely on 100% automation, right? Relationships are a personal process. So we've got to be a person, and we got to show the other person that we are in fact more than just a business contact. All right. So that is the crowdsourcing your network strategy. Simple, easy, free. Now, if we go back for a minute, let me show you this real quick. So I said that this strategy, free to $5, because obviously you're going to probably coffee or something like that. Buy their coffee. Don't make them buy their own coffee. We ran a tiny bit over, but I hope that this was absolutely worth your time, and that you've got some great new strategies to implement into your business. Now, with that, I'll say this as well. If you have more than 3 priorities, you have no priorities. So take one of these strategies and focus on implementing that, executing, perfecting. And then once you've got that perfected, then come back, let's add another strategy until you've added the strategies that you want to in your business and you're having success. All right. Now, I promised you at the beginning of this that I would give you an opportunity to sign up for the Powerhouse Real Estate Facebook group. That's going to be that QR code on the left-hand side. So I will not be sending this recording out. However, I will be putting it in the Powerhouse YouTube, Powerhouse Facebook group. So make sure that you go click on that QR code on the left-hand side, or they click scan the QR code on the left-hand side, submit a request to join the Powerhouse Real Estate group. So that way you can get access to this recording. And then I also got a Powerhouse Real Estate YouTube channel where I put a lot of tools, strategies, resources, training, top producer interviews, all phenomenal content to help you as real estate agents do more business and impress your clients, take better care of them. So check those out. All right. If there's any additional deep dives that you want to do on any of these strategies, or if you want to talk about implementing these in your business, let's schedule a strategy call. Strategy call is a 55-minute session that we can dive into these strategies or other strategies that you want to implement. We can also use these strategy calls to diagnose any challenges that you're having in your business, so that way we can help you take your business to the next level and really grow a phenomenal real estate business. So scan this QR code. It's going to take you out to my strategy call calendar. Pick a day and a time that works best for you, and we can dive into those strategies. And then lastly, if we haven't already done so, let's connect. You can follow me on all the social platforms. Most of them, I'm Will You Mortgage Me. And then on Facebook, I'm the Sean Richard. Make sure to download my digital business cards. So that way you've got access to all of my contact information, as well as some special tools and resources that I make exclusively available on my digital business card. I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining me on this webinar today. I hope that it was an absolute worth your time to be here. I always strive to provide more in value than I take in payment. So hopefully the free cost to get on today was worth every penny. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I'm Sean with the Sean Richard Mortgage Team and Powerhouse Real Estate. And I look forward to catching up with you next time. Take care, everyone.